We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Hi everyone! You are watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. As an entrepreneur, the way you present yourself is very, very important. It's true, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. People size us up, they judge us. While it's true that God looks at the inside, human beings tend to look at the outside, making all of us a subject of impressions. Next, our parents may have taught or forced us to save. But what is savings really all about? How do you make the most out of the money that you have? If you can grow your money, would you? Live from the Global News Network in the Philippines, 2 weeks after the devastating Typhoon Basyang has passed, leaving 37 people dead and 46 still missing. I'm your business evangelist, Lloyd Luna, and we're talking today creative imaging and saving. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. How true! Entrepreneurs should be armed with a nice and convincing public image. This is, of course, if you really wanted to earn some sort of respect and admiration, perhaps even personal branding. One guy is set to talk about imaging because it's his business primarily. However, before I give you the guy, I would like to thank the organizers of Asian Publishing Convention for having invited me to speak at their event. I truly, really happily appreciate the event. Not to mention, I enjoyed my first trip to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. You did a very, very good job, guys. Now, let's make the photo talk. I'm going to flash the photo on your screen. Send us your monologue for the picture, the one that you're seeing right now on your television screen, and just make the picture talk. You send us your comments through text and via Twitter and Facebook. Just type CB space, your name, space, your location, your opinion, and send to the numbers on your screen. Ipadala niyo po ang inyong mga mensahe. Let the picture talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the guy who weathered all the storms in his life, someone who tried, succeeded, failed, and come back to succeed. He is ready, I think, to talk about his business journey. The owner and partner of the popular merger in Thailand brands, George Salud. Sir, good morning and welcome to the show.
Hi, Lloyd. Hi.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine.
How have you been really?
We've been quite busy. We just finished our corporate gift show, so that's what kept us busy.
Right, because I have been I have been just like trying to schedule you for the last 3 months.
I know.
Because it must have been a very, very busy month for you.
Basically, yeah. For the past few months, we've had our business buying travels, and so it kept me out of the country most of the time, and therefore I had to really beg for a reschedule. But apart from that, it was really our corporate gift show that kept us busy over the past weeks.
Right. How's the family? I mean, you're in a family of business people.
We're fine. We're still. We're still in business so far. My sister has a brand called Tango. I handle the brand called Merger in Thailand. My other brother handles JVC, and my other sister is having her own business in Laguna.
Yeah, why is that so? I mean, were you forced? Were you given an option to venture into business?
Since we were kids, our parents have always encouraged us to get into business.
Encouraged, not forced.
Let's put it as encouraged. Probably, yeah. It was more of encouraged. Required in a way. We were at a young age. We were trained to work for them in their respective businesses. My dad is a lawyer. My mom is a graduate in education, but they both landed in business.
Oh yeah? What were the businesses during the time?
Oh, so many. My mom has always been into the food repacking business, which she still continues up to this day. My dad was into sales, but he eventually got into bringing his own brand. Started with Yamaha,
Right.
and then later on he brought in JVC for the Philippines. And therefore, they also had a time wherein they got into the restaurant business.
Right.
It's a whole slew of businesses.
And you ended up with these neckties and suits.
Yes, that came in way back in the 80s when we started getting into retail. And it went on till the time we sold it in 88. And it was during that moment that I felt I wanted to start something new. But since your experience with garments has been there, I gravitated towards it again.
Right.
But then I thought of focusing and specializing, and for some reason, coming up with a Thai store was the first thing I had in mind.
Oh yeah? This is not a necktie country.
No, it's not. It's
So
absolutely not.
why was that the first thing in mind?
Because nobody has focused yet into the product, and I felt at that time that in retail, the key to succeeding is to specialize.
Be known.
Be known for a product. I think that's always essential. I think when you plan to get into retail, it's important that you find a particular product that you would be known for, and you start building up from there.
Have you considered about the employment part? Have you ever considered to be an employee?
At one point, yes. As I said, my experience was mostly working for my dad.
Right.
I never really had a chance.
When you were working for your dad, you were treated like an employee.
Of course. We had to do things no different from the rank and file. We were always trained to start from the bottom.
There must be a wisdom in it.
I think so. Sometimes you don't realize it at that time, but later on, when you're now running your own business, then that's when you realize.
How did you respond at first? I mean,
of course, with resistance, because summer vacations for us were never summer vacations, because that was the time we were asked to work for them. And of course, you would envy your classmates who would go on vacations abroad, and we would end up waking up early and having to work. But then it kind of paid off. And it put us enough exposure early in life.
Right.
And therefore, it got me started. At 19, I was starting my own business.
God,
already.
19?
Yeah. So I ended up being a working student. I opted to take the night class at LaSalle instead of the day class, so that it would allow me to do my business during the day.
Right.
And it worked well, because it's different when you practice what you're learning from
I think
school.
it's obvious it went well.
So far, I thank God that so far we've been in this retail business for.
How was it for
20
you, like working and then doing business in daytime and then studying at nighttime?